All right. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to the video and or the channel. Also, if you missed it, I recently posted a very short video about giving away 5 free readings. All you have to do is like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. It's really a great way for me to be able to practice and hone my skills, and you get a free reading. So I'd really appreciate it if you go check out that video, and let's see who this particular video is actually going to be for. Who are we reading for in this message? What zodiac sign? Okay. Well, what do we have? Well, we have Libra, but we already did Libra recently, so I don't think we've done Cancer in a little while. Let's go ahead and do a reading for Cancer. Okay. All right. Let's start with these white cards. What do we have for Cancer? What do we need to know? What is the message that we have for Cancer? Okay. Okay, we have moving, heartbroken, 2, message, vengeance, bad ending, and the Adantaangeal card. It is intercessor, protector of children, warrior, truth teller, seeker, bringer of justice and mercy, soul transformer, alchemist, distributor of wealth and mana, healer of addictions and bloodlines. So, I think sadly there are 2 broken hearts here because of a bad ending, and it's so dramatic. It's like watching a movie, but also like one of those long drawn out movies, you know, that you're like, okay, this could have ended like an hour ago and it would have been a good movie and I would have been fine. All right. I'm going to pull some cards from this deck and see what else we can get before we do. Oh, look at that flash. So, yeah, it's like it happened very quickly, you know, happened in a flash, like unexpectedly, maybe even for, you know, both parties. And let's see. Okay, so family is involved in some way. Alchemy. So like, you know, changing and move. And hands off. So So a family had to move suddenly in order to change the situation and keep someone from, like, coming towards them. Okay, so let's get some cards on it. Okay, so we have the Three of Swords. So someone is heartbroken. Four of Cups. Over someone else's like apathy or rejection. King of Swords and the World. So it's like because somebody made a head over heart decision to end things, to close out a cycle. And let's see, the Hermit and the Hanged Man. So to close out a cycle and sacrifice this soul mate or soul tie to surrender it. Oh, to surrender somebody's soul. To surrender somebody's soul. That's pretty deep. So, okay, so we have two heartbroken people here. Maybe they're both in the Three of Swords. And one of them had to reject the other one because it was the right thing to do, the wise decision, the head over heart decision, the one made with an incomplete mental clarity, right? To close out a cycle and surrender someone that they felt was their soulmate, who may have actually been their soulmate. But not just that, it's deeper than that. To surrender this person's soul. So this is somebody that you loved deeply. Or, vice versa. This could be somebody else doing this to you, Cancer. But someone here had someone that they loved so deeply at a soul level that it felt like this person was the other half of their soul. And whatever happened here was so bad. The bad ending was so bad. The whole thing was so bad. The whole relationship, that they had to surrender their soulmate and therefore a part of their own soul. That's deep. Like, what a difficult decision to have to make. Tell me more, please, about what else do we need to know about this message for Cancer, please. Okay, that's a few too many. I'll take one. Okay, so we have the Emperor. So I am getting that, oh man, Cancer, you've got to be one of the strongest souls and one of the strongest, like, mentally, because what I'm getting from this Emperor card and these cards over here is that you had to do this twice. You had to surrender your soulmate, your husband, your partner, your, like, father of your children, but you also had to surrender your own father in order to alchemize this situation. Tell me about vengeance. Why is vengeance here? So, I'm getting that you didn't seek vengeance. Vengeance is here, but you didn't seek it. That's what this surrendering the souls is all about. You didn't seek vengeance yourself. You had the strength to do what was right and what was necessary in complete and total mental clarity, head over heart, to hand these people over to God and let God decide and hand down the vengeance for you. Whatever the vengeance is, you gave it to God. You surrendered it to God. You surrendered the whole situation. You surrendered these people and their souls to God. You were sent to be a messenger, an angel messenger, message. You gave these people messages from the divine. Whether you realized that that's what was happening or not, you tried to help these people. What you said came straight from your heart. And your intentions were loving, kind, and pure. And they just couldn't receive, the message. They weren't getting it. It's like God was trying to send them messages and they weren't getting it directly, right? So God tried to use you, tried to go through you to give them the messages instead, and they still didn't want to hear it. It was like they were purposely, like when a kid plugs their ears, la 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 la, I can't hear you, because they just didn't want to stop doing whatever it was that they were doing, like acting just petty and childish when they're supposed to be a respected leader, a stable person and like a father figure, and they had some kind of authority, they were given some kind of authority, and they abused that power. We have a Knight of Cups in reverse. Moodiness, disappointment, overactive imagination, jealous, untrustworthy, unreliable, and unpredictable. That is the energy of these men, and I think it's no surprise that you had to surrender both of these people, and they're kind of coming out in the same energy, because what do they say? Women marry their fathers, right? And so it's like in realizing in one problem, you kind of had to come to the ultimate conclusion that the other was a problem as well. Like it happened all at once, like in a flash, like the message, you received the message in a flash. Enlightenment, you received an enlightenment, right? About these people's souls, that they weren't really pure like yours, that they actually were very much the same, and that, they're your family, but you still had to have the strength to alchemize the situation and move on, and not allow these people to have, any power, authority, or control over you and your children if you have them. It's just a very, childish energy, but, not, sweet childlike energy. It's, I want to say Peter Pan, but it's, they have, Peter Pan syndrome, right? Grown men in, teenage boys in a grown man's body, okay? Grown men who just act like hooligan, heathen delinquents, and somebody had to be the adult in the situation, and that was you. And it's right, it's like handing over your child to the authorities, and being look, I can't deal with this. Here you go, please fix them. Please tell me more about this message for Cancer. What do we need to know? Yeah, it's sad. It's super sad. These people who, 5 of Wands, competition, debates, rivalry, conflict, disagreement, strife, tension, territorial, clashing, egos, and petty. So I'm getting 2 things with this, and that is that these 2 men, the mother, the father, and the husband or baby daddy, their egos clashed, but because they're so similar, and they were both sitting very much in the same energy where they wanted to use you, to suck you dry, to take advantage of you. And it's there's only so much of you to go around, and they knew that. So that's it's almost like they wanted to try to get rid of each other. And, they both had big egos, and they were petty. There was a lot of fighting, rivalry, disagreements, and then you just decided, I don't want any of this, right? And 9 of Wands, I'm getting the feeling that you did this for as long as you could. You know what I mean? You fought the good fight. You are a wounded warrior. You are a soldier in the army of God. An angel, fighting the battle of good and evil. And you realized that nobody wins in a war, and that peace is really the only way. And in order to achieve peace for everyone, you had to make the tough decisions to let both of these people go, to surrender the situation, to surrender their souls, and therefore a part of your own soul to God. What else do we need to know for Cancer? You are a victim, collateral damage, I'm getting more so. It's like you are collateral damage in the war between good and evil. And that's the truth. But you had a breakthrough, right? You had a breakthrough. And the breakthrough was that, when you wage war, when you participate in war, nobody wins, right? Peace is the only way. That's the breakthrough. That's the mental clarity. That was the difficult decision, right? The head over heart decision that had to be made. That you had to step into your own power and authority over this entire situation and say, no more. And you knew that the only way to do that was to end it. And for that, you're getting a new beginning. You are getting new opportunities. You are being offered a gift from the divine, because it's like you cracked the code. And now you get a prize, What else do we need to know about this message for Cancer? Yeah. So, 7 of Cups. You're going to have many opportunities open to you moving forward. It's like you're going to be able to, if you don't already know, then you're going to be given the opportunity to find out what your purpose is. What else do we need to know? So this is very much Cancerian energy. Even though it says fire, but it's like home. That's 4th house. That's Cancer. And 4 Wands, stability. You're going to have that happy, stable home that you've always wanted. And given the fact that your father is one of the people involved in this that you had to surrender, I'd say that you've probably never really had that. But you've always wanted it, because it's like, it's in your soul. You were born, for this. This is what your soul craves. This is your destiny. Maybe this is your purpose, to have and create a loving, stable, happy home for you and your family. Anything else? It's 8 of Pentacles and death. And what I'm getting from this is you've already had to work so hard all of your life that you're not going to have to work like that anymore. that period of time in your life is over. It's ending. You know, like maybe this Ace of Pentacles that you're going to be given is so big that you will not have to work anymore, you know? You know, it could be a new business idea. The Tower. Revelation and awakening. You know, towers aren't always a bad thing. You know, it just means that something is like crumbling because it had a false foundation. And it's like now you're being given the opportunity to create something new on a stable, true foundation. What else? So we have the King of Swords reversed. We already had the King of Swords come out, but now we have the King of Swords reverse, and it's just, you know, this is you, your energy. You are the King of Swords in the upright, and these people, this is who they are. They play mind games. They abuse their power. They are manipulative, controlling. You know, they don't make any sense sometimes, you know, and it's like they just say things to upset you, you know, and it's like 1 minute something is fine, and then the next minute the exact same thing isn't fine anymore, and it's something to throw a fit over, you know what I mean? It's just like that juvenile energy, you know what I mean? Again, where it's like a teenager trapped in a grown man's body and they're throwing a fit, you know what I mean? I don't know why that came out now at the end, but maybe that's just a sign that I need to stop the reading here because we're recycling through the energy. So I'll just pull like 1 or 2 more cards and we'll call it an end, you know? Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so the Knight of Pentacles, a good investment, right? An achievement, growth, slow and steady. So hard work. It's like at some point, somewhere along the way, you realized that you were giving so much to these people who were so undeserving of it, and that the truly good investment was to invest in yourself, and that is bringing you success. Now, if this resonates for you, but this isn't necessarily your situation currently, then this could be a possible future for you, depending on the choices that you take, the path that you take by the choices you make. Okay, Cancer, that's it. That's your reading. I wish you the best. I hope that this has helped you in some way, shape, or form. I hope that if nothing else, it has entertained you for a few moments in time. And if you haven't already, please like, share, and or subscribe to the video and or the channel. And again, I can't remember if I mentioned it or not. So if you haven't already, please go check out that very short video that I posted recently, so that you can have a chance to win a free reading. I'm giving 5 free readings away. Everything you need to know is in that video, and I'll see you again soon.